what another beautiful day here in South Carolina. What's going on, YouTube fam? Mike here, shooting another high adventure video. I love the heat. I love the humidity. I love it all. I mean, I'm in a long sleeve shirt and it's like 80 degrees outside. But guys, the other day, my wife sent me a picture on the back of our property in the wooded area. She saw a snake and it ended up being a copperhead snake. So I got first a little nervous because I've got two little kids, but then I got really excited because I have been wanting to do a snake catch and cook for a long time. So I went to Lake World and purchased me one of these little frog gigging spears. More on this in a minute. And we are going to go out and see if we can hunt down a snake. I'm so juiced. I can't even tell you guys. I am so excited. Oh, check it out. I've shown you guys a couple of times. Here's my garden. Look at everything. Everything is just getting so ridiculously big. I mean, here in the South, the growing season is obviously so much longer. I mean, this is nuts. It's just crazy how fast everything grows. Okay, so the previous owner actually left a riding lawnmower on the property. Look at this bad boy. It is, well, I forgot what name it is. It's a Troy-built pony. Look at that 8-speed transmission. This is straight out of like 2005, baby. Maybe newer than that, I don't know. Now guys, a lot of people here in the South, I've learned, they ride around in golf carts, which is pretty cool. Now, I don't have a golf cart, but we do have a Troy-built pony here. So really, when you live on massive acreage like I do, instead of hiking all the way down there to the woods, we're just gonna go ahead and jump on our pony and ride down there. I mean, that makes more sense. You save energy, especially when it's hot out like this. You know, you need to conserve as much energy as you can. So we're gonna go ahead and fire this up. We're gonna take the long ride down, get down to the creek back there, and get hunting some snakes. Ooh, that seat's hot. Ooh, okay. Ooh, all right. Well, that's never a good sign at first. Won't start up. Let's try it here. Oh my. Okay, bear with me 1 second here, YouTube fam. All right, I've got my little booster here. We're going to try to jump a pulse back into this bad boy. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's some life. Come on, baby. Come on. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, this is the only way to get around on a big property. All right, guys, we are here. Glad we're able to save our energy and ride the mower. Man, that thing's gonna be nice all summer long, I tell you what. I hate to expend any more energy than I would have to, especially in this heat. All right, so I have with me a few items for today that we're gonna be hunting with. I have actually a frog gigging spear. It actually extends up to 8 feet long. You can get these at a lot of like tackle shops. I got this at Lake World Bait Shop. Ethan over there hooked me up. Pretty sweet, and that'll allow me to be able to safely gig a snake and not have to be right up on it. Then I also have with me a machete to cut the head of the snake off with, because apparently snakes can continue to bite like an hour or so after they're dead. Maybe hours. I don't remember what it was again, but even after you've cut the head off or cut the body or whatever, they can still bite you, at least allegedly. That's what I've heard, and I don't care to test that theory. So anyway, that's what we got today. Let's go see if we got anything down here. Here we go. Gonna have to watch out for these areas, especially like with all the leaves and stuff like that. It looks like a particularly good spot for snakes to hang out. I can either head upstream or down. I think we might start this way first. Let's go this way. And we're just gonna take it nice and easy. We've got kind of both banks on either side to look. Obviously around the water area is going to be a good place. There are actually like small crawdads and bluegill and stuff that get trapped in this little creek. So this is an excellent spot for snakes. They can be hunting. I've also heard frogs down here before. Haven't seen one yet, but I've heard them late at night. So there's plenty of food and a nice place to cool off for them. So some of you probably already know this, but being newer to the south, I did some research on the Copperhead, which is kind of what we're after today, or at least what I hear is mostly around this area. Their bite is venomous, but it's not that bad. I mean, it'll hurt, and you'll definitely get like swelling and stuff like that, but it's apparently very rarely lethal. So as far as picking a venomous snake to hunt, we've picked one of the better ones if there is a good one to hunt. Obviously, got my boots on here, act as a little extra safeguard. I'm gonna mostly be relying on hoping that one's like out and about, slithering around like there. See that? Got a hole right there. Right there, just a little hole in the creek bed. There are a ton of those around here. What is this up here? Oh, it's a duck. It's a duck nesting right there. I wouldn't be nesting there, lady-o. All this wood and timber and stuff. Man, you're asking for your eggs to get eaten. Check this out, big old wood pile right here. Let's go tip over one of these stumps here. Look at this bad boy, this is old. Nothing there. Let's try one of these. Ugh. Bunch of like maggots, that's disgusting. Oh guys, it looks like we've reached the end of the creek. Flip this over here. Nothing under there. Well, we'll keep an eye out on the way back. Nothing all the way up to this point though. Guys. There's something over here moving. There's something over here. I was walking back. We got one. We got a snake here. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I think it's a copperhead. Yeah, that's a copperhead. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's definitely a copperhead. Look at him. Look at that. First copperhead snake. That is so cool. That is so cool. Guys, I just heard him slithering through all the dry leaves. I just heard a little crunch. Oh, that's so cool. But look at how that blends in, man. Look at how that, wow, that's pretty crazy. There we go. Got him on the pole here. Oop, drop down. That is an impressive little snake right there. Guys, here's the thing. It's a copperhead, right? This section of land is actually part of my property, and I have 2 little kids. So I think at the end of the day, we're gonna go ahead and eat him up, because I just don't want this guy. I actually found him right over there, which is fairly close to my house, about maybe 75 yards from the house. And I don't want him wandering up into the yard. I've got a 1.5-year-old and a 4-year-old. So guys, from what I've researched, copperheads aren't terribly lethal, but for kids and like older people, it can definitely be a lot worse. And if something like this bit like my 1.5-year-old or my little 4-year-old, I think we'd have troubles. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and kill him. He's probably about, like I said, probably about 1.5 feet long. They only get about 2 to 3 feet long. So we're gonna go ahead and kill him, and I think we're gonna go ahead and try a little snake today. All right, guys, check it out. Look at that. We got one. The first snake ever on my channel. That is pretty sweet. Now, I know enough, I've done enough research, I should say, to know that we don't want to start handling it for a good little while. You want to make sure he's completely dead. In fact, oh, check this out. Look at this. Look at this. See that? Look at that. He's still moving. He's still moving. He is not dead yet, so they can bite still for a long time, from what I've seen. A long time after they're after they've been struck or even like cut in half or whatnot. So I've got him like right behind the neck there, obviously. So I'm not worried about him like turning his head and getting after me. But man, look at that. That's just a nasty looking little individual right there. So I think what we're gonna go ahead and do is probably go ahead and cut the head off with our machete. And we're gonna get to cooking some snake. I'm excited. All right, guys, here we go. First ever cleaning of a snake. My wife got this knife for me for Christmas. What do you guys think of that? That's pretty sweet. I'll put a link in the description below to this. Also to the gig that I used in the video. So the first thing we're gonna do is just take the head off the snake with the cleaver. Just like that. Look at that, look, he's still looking around. Look at that. Whoosh-ah! We'll shunt the head off that way. There we go. Now, you guys are gonna have to bear with me because this is the first time I myself have ever cleaned snake. You start from this end. Holy cow. Good grief. Might have to pin him down over here. I know that's probably a little uncomfortable, isn't it? Look at that. Look at this. Look, the head's sitting over here just like, sup. The body, however, you think it's a real live snake going on here. Good grief. I've never seen this, guys. I've never seen this before. That is quite epic, to be honest with you. I've got it flipped over on its back. I'm supposed to just cut all the way up the stomach. If this guy would stop moving around. Holy cow. Oh, there we go. Bink. Just like that. Ah, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Again, not a massive snake, but we had to dispose of it that close to my yard with my kids. Do not want him wandering up into the yard or getting bigger for that matter. I've got a little measuring deal on this, little measuring tape on the cooler, and that's 17 inches, and he stretched out about a couple inches past, so he's close to about 20 inches. There we go. All right, we've cut all the way through. Now we've just got the body cavity that we want to clean out. Set this off to the side. Clean out all the guts. First time cleaning snake. There you go. There you go. You got like the body cavity right there all opened up. There we go. We're getting it started a little bit. There we go. There we go. Now, there's gonna be like next to no meat on this guy. Oh, check that out. All just comes right off. Look at that. Look at that skin. That is cool, actually. That's really cool. That's pretty epic. And there you go. We got some fresh snake. There you go. Just like that. With a pretty cool looking skin, to be honest with you guys. I know some people will save the skins and there's a process to that, but one this small, I'm not going to worry too much about that, but that's still pretty cool. That's still pretty cool. There you go. I would say at this point he's pretty harmless. So let's go ahead and get him in a marinade. Let me show you guys what I'm going to do with that. Alright guys, we have cleaned off our snake. I just have a Ziploc bag that we're just going to drop him into. Now I have a Caribbean jerk by KC Masterpiece. It's a marinade. I mean, there's so much we could do with this. I feel like, I mean, it's like fish recipes, really. I mean, I've done almost everything under the sun as far as our fish recipes go. Whoop. And I really like Caribbean jerk sauce. So what we're just gonna do is we're just gonna pour a bunch in there, and we're just gonna let them sit in that marinade for maybe about an hour or so. I mean, I don't know. This is the first time I've ever eaten snake, so I'm guessing you just kind of, you know, treat it like any other meat, I guess, as far as, you know, when it comes to grilling it up or marinating it up or whatever. I mean, again, I feel like I could just do, I mean, the possibilities are endless with this, I feel like. So we'll start off with this. There you go. Got them all marinating up in there, and we'll just stick them in the fridge, and we'll just go from there. All right, guys, we have our grill rocking and rolling. This is the Vida Libre grill. I got sponsored from them, I don't know, like 6 or 7 months ago, and I use this grill quite a bit. As always, there will be a link in the description below to all the stuff, including this grill. This comes with a ton of different attachments. I actually just run it off the little gas tank there. You could also hook it up to a bigger gas tank if you want, or propane tank, I should say. But it's got grill grates, it's got all kinds of stuff, skewers, stuff to make soup. In fact, I made soup out on the ice when I was ice fishing one time with this bad boy. So anyway, I added the little grill mat up here just to be able to set the snake on, since we do have a little bit smaller snake than maybe most people would eat. But hey, I'm excited to try snake for the first time. Here is our snake. I actually let him marinate for probably about an hour and a half, and I threw a little of canola oil in with him, just so he wouldn't like stick to the pan, or stick to the grill grates, I should say. Plus, I love cooking with canola oil. Here we go, for the first time ever. There it is, guys. Snake. Gonna go right on the grill. Just like that. And because it's not very big, I don't think it's gonna take very long to cook. Check it out. There he is. We're just gonna cook him up and see what happens. All right, guys, here we go. There it is, the first ever snake that I've cooked. A little bit of char on him, so I'm assuming he's done. I don't know. I think so. I mean, it's starting to get a little black in some places, so I guess we've cooked him. We're gonna find out right now. There are just loads of ribs in this guy. There's just not like hardly anything. There you go. Almost like jerky, because like the meat along the ribs is just super thin. It's not meaty at all. A little bit of meat right there. I mean, just not even really a mouthful. I mean, it tastes pretty good. The Caribbean jerk sauce is delicious. Oh wait, here we go, 1 second. That might be some meat right there. There we go. I think that's some meat. Big strip just came out. It's not nasty. It doesn't have a snaky flavor. If that's a thing. I'm gonna try to show you guys what I'm talking about here. You see all that right there? Oh, just full of ribs. Just full of ribs. So there is meat in there, but it's so thin, like thinner than like beef jerky thin. Look at that. After just the few little morsels I've been able to scrounge off this guy, I really want to get something big. Like, I want to get a big old snake, something that we can really like pull some meat off of. Well, YouTube fam, we did it. We caught a snake. We ate a snake for the first time ever on my channel. Really not a lot of eating went on today. At the very least, we got rid of a potential hazard to the little ones today, so that's always a good thing. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and the recipe, and as always, I will see you in the next one.